Hi, I'm Mama.
Hi, and I'm Gianna.
Today we're painting a pink tree because
And
anything is possible to paint. And we have our little setup. We have both of our easels. We have some of our paints ready. And we are going to paint this pink tree. Start out painting, you want to get your brush a little bit wet and dip it in water. And then you want to dab it on some paper towel so that it's not runny because you don't want your paint to drip. So you dab it. And then we're going to do a sky, so we're going to get some blue paint, a good amount of blue paint, good amount. And we're going to start at the top, just going back and forth across the top. We're having some runs because we didn't dab our brush good enough on paper towel, but that's okay because we'll fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, so now we want to blend the sky, so we're going to get a bunch of white on our brush. And we're going to start right under the blue, right underneath it, going back and forth. And then we're going to work our way up into the blue, and it'll blend and kind of feel like a sky. Because the blue doesn't edge suddenly. The blue blends in nice into the lighter sky at the bottom. And then we could probably do that one more time. And then we'll rinse our brush and do that one more time with a bunch of white. And go right at the bottom of the blue and back and forth and work our way up so that it blends nicely. And then we have a nice faded blue. And then next we'll start the grass because it's nice to get the background done before you start your main subject. Putting some green. Sometimes a mixture of dark green and light green looks really cool. So I'm just going to add some dark green at the bottom. Just kind of swoosh back and forth. And then I add a lighter green towards the top.
Can I videotape mine? Can I show mine?
Are you videotaping it?
Yeah, and I have a light green. She like dark green. I like a little bit of light green.
And I like to do dark green and then bring some lighter towards the top so it all kinds of blends. Go back and forth.
And I just like added little grass lines along the grass edge.
Yeah, cool. And I just went in and smoothed mine out a little more. And we all like different things. She likes that sharp little grass edge, and I made mine real smooth.
And I'm actually gonna do this little plant, and she's gonna do this big little tree over there.
Because sometimes it's okay, you have one plan and you're inspired by something else. So first she's gonna paint the bucket. And for the color, it looked grayish green, so we mixed a little bit of black and a little bit of white and a little bit of green. And she's putting some of the little designs on the pot. Now she could take a little white and do like little highlights over those shapes. Just like when you look at them in the light, you can see where the light hits them. So now I'm going to start the tree, and I'm just going to kind of look at what the trunk does, and it kind of branches off into different little branches, and they don't ever have to be perfect. And then I like to put a little bit of light on one side if you just add some lighter paint. It makes it feel like light is hitting one side of the tree. So I put a little yellow. You can add a little bit of white. And it gives the feeling like there's more light shining on that side of the tree. And now I'm going to add a shadow coming from the other side so that it feels like a shadow. Since we put light on the other side of the tree, Gianna's adding some dots of pinkish color for the little flowers, and I'm sure she'll do some little green ones too for the leaves. Gianna has added more flowers to hers. And I added some more branches because when I look at the bottom, you can see that there's more branches down there.
And I am going to like draw little gnomes under it and like little villages for the gnomes.
Cool. Because we can do anything we want with our art. It looks like it's just a pot in real life, but she's going to make it a giant pot with a little village of gnomes underneath. Pretty cool. So I just keep going in. It's hard for me to video and paint at the same time. Eventually we'll have to get something to hold it for us. But I'm just going in and adding more dark pink all over my branches. And sometimes when we want to do something and somebody tells us to do it different, we just shouldn't. Because I told Gianna that she should be using a more green color for the leaves because to me that looked yellow. But she said that she didn't care, that it was her painting. And that's okay, and she's right. And they look nice and bright and pretty, so you have to do what you want to do. And sometimes the bugs come and hang out on your paintings. They're like, hey, it's my outside too. He'll go away.
You can see that like I dotted like mine, and some people like do their fingerprints sometimes, but some people do some people can do brushes, some people can even do their whole handprint.
Wow. And
all people do the different ways to paint. And Mama, she looked like she just like used like she did like me, but it's like more skinnier dots. And it's a really good way to paint a tree. And everybody does stuff different, like I just said.
And Gianna decided to put the date 2015 May 9th up in the corner of hers. And now I'm just getting to the lighter pink. So I'm just going around and adding some brighter pink. So then hopefully the light pink will look like the flowers that are out in the sunshine, and the darker ones will look more like they're in the shadow. Decided that we needed to have pink ice cream bars to match our pink painting. Sometimes when I paint, I get food to match it. Like I painted something from Italy. Look at these are the faces she makes. I painted something from Italy and I had grapes and cheese and wine. Though a lot of people can't have wine, but we're eating pink to match the pink things we're painting. So I'm just adding little dots of white that kind of feel like highlights here and there. So I'm kind of liking mine, but I feel like I need something going on in the bottom left a little bit because I have the shadow on the right.
And there's a little like bushes, and little like flower bushes over there.
Yeah, I don't really want those though. Here's where we ended up. My tree, I put a little tiny flowers on the ground and added a little texture in the grass. And Gianna with her pot and her gnomes in their little house. And that's our work we did this afternoon.
Be proud of your art.
It's an expression of your heart. And everybody's art looks different.